I started my label through Kickstarter, but I was so scared to start a Kickstarter because nobody wants to be that person asking for handouts. It actually took me over a year to structure and market.
Press go.
Yeah, I was working with a producer at the time that I could not afford, and I actually wasn't even trying to start a record label. I was just trying to be a composer like Irving Berlin. Because remember, I had already been in the music business. They already told me I sucked, and I never released. I didn't suck, but like there's so many politics. I do not suck. And there's so many, at all. And there's so many politics and things that were above my head that I didn't understand as an artist, because in a major label system, you're not supposed to understand it, right? So I had this belief that I didn't have what it took to make it in the music business, and that's not the case. So I thought I could never be an artist again. So when I came back into the music business, hyper focused on the Christmas song, I thought, okay, great, I could be a composer. And also people said really messed up things like, oh, you're Asian, Asians don't make it in America in the music business, and all this messed up stuff that I bought into. And I wish that you were around back then so I could talk to you about it. Glad you're here now.
Exactly.
Because obviously I still have things about it. But I thought that was doctrine. So when I talked to a producer, Steve Lillywhite, and he produced for U2 and Dave Matthews Band, I cold Facebooked him and asked him if he could help me produce a Christmas song. And he was like, I'm sorry, I have the #1 record in the UK, and I'm awesome, and I'm sure you're great, but I don't have time for this, and thank you for reaching out to me. And a half an hour later, he listened to my demo and said, wow, you're quite good. You can't afford me, but have you ever thought of getting the song to Mariah Carey? And so I started as a composer. I was like, great idea. I'm going to send this out to Mariah. Do you know her? Do you know her, Steve? No. I'm like, okay. So then I started pitching songs to like Kelly Clarkson and everybody. And I had written like 13 songs for Kelly Clarkson. And the A&R was so, like, I played the major label system, the only thing that I knew how to do. I tried to place my records on the album, and I was so close until I got an email that said, sorry, these are not hits, but we're going to pass. And I was like crestfallen. And I called Steve, and I'm like, you know what, I just don't have what it takes. I'm not a great writer. I'm not a great artist. I got rejected again. I can't go through this again. It's very painful. Should have talked to you about that. But I don't know what to do. And he goes, Elizabeth, please, A&Rs are so full of crap, they don't know what they're talking about. You're going to start a Kickstarter. You're going to be the artist. We're going to put it out together. I'm like, Kickstarter? You want me to ask people to help me do this? Like, not everyone likes Christmas, Most of my friends are Jewish. And so I was very scared to be in that position to ask for help, because that's something that you have to learn how to let go of your pride as an artist.